Why should you listen to me? So I've generated like over 2 years, almost 700K, actually more. I'll show you other accounts. So I'm definitely not the highest. There's other people out there on the internet generated more than me, but I can help you to get to 10K a month. So this is another account. You can see 20K here. Also 70K. I've spent another probably like 100K somewhere else. So I can help you get customers like this for your AI agency. I'm going to show you how to get customers for this. As you can see, this is like 9 days ago, it's 5K. So the customer paid me up front, but they're paying 300 a month. So it's cheap for them and it's good for me because I have financing. So I'm going to show you how I got this customer. Okay. So first of all, why am I doing this? I want more money and build my brand. So just being honest. Okay. So client acquisition funnel strategy. So this funnel, there's two options. Like if you got money, it's easier to spend money on ads because people are warmer, clients, leads are warmer. So I signed a client off the back of 300 spend. Okay, I'm not saying you're going to do that. I'm not promising. I'm not saying this is easy. I'm saying this is very doable if you just grind it out. I mean, it's definitely not easy, okay, but it's very doable. So I'm not promising anything. So basically I've spent that and I'll show you how I did it. And then if you don't have that money, then what you can do is you just DM cold. Is harder because you have to spend more time with all the bullshit. They don't trust you and all things like that. So it's definitely doable, but the upside is then everything's profit. So it depends what you have, more time or more money. Okay, so basically I'm going to show you the paid one, but instead of this, you just do cold. So it's IG boosted posts with call to action for them to DM you, right? And then you can also DM the followers that follow you off the back of that. Okay, so they DM you, and then from DM, you take them to the closing call, sales call, and you close them there. So it's typically one call close. Like there shouldn't be any like issues to, you should always push for one call close. Okay, boosted post. So boosted post is basically you boost a post, it's like an ad, and I'm currently getting like $11 per lead. So I'll show you. Okay, I think it's here. Yeah, so I boosted a bunch of posts. So it's about $11, it's in pounds. And as you can see, spend £427. But at the time of actual close, this is like 12 days. So actually I've closed that client 9 days ago, as you saw. So actually I've spent maybe like $300, maybe $200, and I've closed the deal for 5K. So it's insane ROAS. So basically this is a winning ad. And to find winning ads is you have to test a bunch of ads. We test like 10 ads. You might find the one that's getting you good enough flow. You might need to test more than 10 ads, like 50 ads. So that's why I said 1 to 2K, because it's like you need some testing. Or you can do organically and see which posts resonate. So you post on Instagram, TikTok, Skool, other platforms, and you just see which of the posts resonate based on your AI agency. And you want it to be quick, sharp. But I'm not going to get into like the ad side of things or detail. Basically, you need to find a winning ad. Okay. And then you boost it, or you can run it as an ad. I did this boost because, Meta was so difficult with the ad account and everything. So I've boosted it, but you can also run it as an ad as well. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so then they message you, okay? So I'm gonna do a breakdown. So this is the most important part of the video, okay? So this is what to say in an actual conversation, okay? Okay, so the leads reply to your ad is like, hey, how does it work? Can it adapt to my texting style? And I go, hey, what's your business? How many leads do you get per day? Okay, so yeah, here as you can see, like sends a lot of voice notes, which I'm not going to get into them. It's all like technical details, what your AI can do. So you should know that. It's nothing to do with really sales. You see how I respond. So I was like, yeah, it can, for example, can say hello, her, or be formal. So my AI bot can literally make it so that it sounds just like human. So it's asking all the technical details. But yeah, it's very easy to do because I know my bot can do everything that's text-based. So I was like, do you want AI to text photos to your customers, correct? Or customers would send you photos? What CRM do you use? So basically all this technical talk. So this is pretty simple. So you just want to answer people's questions. So it sends me more voice messages. This is like a phone of all the customers he has on his iPhone, which I said like, hey, you need to move to a CRM because it's easier to organize. Okay, then he asks a bunch of other technical questions. So I said, hey, we can forward those photos to the group, Plumber. That's a lot of work texting. I'm assuming you have lots of data, can feed AI. Okay, then we can set it up in 2 weeks. Then he asked me a bunch of like technical questions and asked me how much. So the reason I did a voice note, because Meta doesn't like numbers. So you don't drop price, don't drop like links, don't drop anything because Meta will ban you. So what I do, I just say everything. If people are asking for price, I'd say, hey, it's 300 a month, which is true funding. And then that's how I leave it. I don't say, oh, it's 5K because people get scared. So I say, hey, it's 300 a month. And then we'll set up everything for you. So this is like done for you offer. So done for you offer is easier to sell. You should start there because, the risk is all on you and it's only 300 a month. And for most businesses, 300 a month is not that much. So this is what this voice note said. Okay. And I said, book a call on my site. Then I'll show you the demo. I can't send the links because IG doesn't like it. Okay. So then this is very important. You want to like create, I didn't say that, are you able to do it now? I'm just stepping into an Uber. Okay. So this is actually me replying, not the bot, because I'm still like training for data. Okay. So I'm saying, oh, are you able to do it now? Just stepping into Uber. And then it's like, oh, is this like a bot texting? It's like, no, it's me. So I was like, I'm just working out the time, the Zoom link. Please join on your laptop so I can show you full demo. So you want them to join on their laptop. It's very important because they're able to see your screen and you can present better. And then like the funding is easier as well. So yeah, he asked that bot question because I say that, oh, I'm stepping into Uber. Oh, I'm about to go to the gym. Like, can you fill it out now? So this is very important. So once you do that, then it's a lot easier for them to actually fill out the form. Okay, so then you can see he books a call, went to spam, had family dinner, so it was slightly later, but then he booked a call and I closed him on the call. Okay, so this is another lead. They replied to my ads like, I'm serious, how does it work? So you want your ad to say, hey, I'm serious, only DM me if you're serious, okay? So it's like, hey man, what are you looking to use a bot for? So open-ended question. So you want to ask them like open-ended, like, why do you need it? Mainly to book appointments. Am I talking to you right now? Because obviously if you sell AI, they think it's AI. So I was like, yeah, I'm gathering data. And then I put it in the bot later. That's how I train my bot. This is actually what I'm doing. So then he says, nice. So how does it run through Go High Level? And I was like, okay, Go High Level are the CRMs. It can run on there. How many leads do you get a day? What do you have? So this is a question for like just chunking down, clarifying like, okay, what do you need it for? Like how many inquiries do you get a day? Okay, because the goal of AI is to automate that. Okay, so 2 leads per day, 1 setter. Okay, so he has 1 setter, which means my bot or your AI agency can take care of that, and then he doesn't have to pay the setter, which is way cheaper to pay a bot than a setter. Okay, so that's the reason why you ask like how much volume they're doing, because you'll know like how much like they're paying out for someone else to do, or they're doing it themselves, which is a pain because they waste all that time. Okay, so now, do you have past data you can train your bot on? Example, 30 conversations, blah, blah, blah. So the reason I'm asking that is because I just want to gather more info of how we can help him. So they want to go, hey, book a call, because it doesn't work. You want to need to build more trust. And then he's asking questions. This is a good sign because this is somebody who's interested. I don't. Is there a good way to fine tune responses? Okay, so I answer, yeah, my team will message for you manually. So I've got setters that will message for the client, and then it will gather data, and that's how you'll train the bot. And he's like, oh, how much does it cost? Okay, then I'll share a demo with him of how it works. If you got a demo, I'd recommend you share it, or you can say I'll share it on the call. Gives them more reason to jump on the call. You can split test. So sweet. So will this be like an AI webhook? So again, technical questions, and I explain that here again because he asked how much. So I always say that, oh, it's 300 a month. That's with financing. Okay. And then I just answer his question. So whatever the questions they ask, just answer it. And then the key is just understand like, what they're going to use your AI for, what they're going to use your services for, what problem does it solve? And just understanding a little bit like, okay, do you have staff currently that you're wasting time and money on because you're not able to have AI system in place? So those are the key things. Okay, then he sends me a voice note. Okay, so as you can see, he asked me like, oh, is this a bot? Because he thought my voice was a bot as well. I was like, no, I was like, this is just me because it's super strict. And it was actually me. So he's like, oh, just book the call. I was like, okay, great. I'll text my personal WhatsApp, blah, 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 all the details. Yeah, same, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So he was at dinner, so I rescheduled him. Okay, so I rescheduled him, but obviously reschedules are not that good. So, okay, so I rescheduled him, but obviously reschedules are not that good because people don't show up and people generally are less serious if they reschedule. Okay. So it's like, I can do 12 p.m. EST tomorrow. I got lots of calls now, and I just screenshot all the people that messaged me on Instagram from the boosted post. So basically, you want to use social proof and scarcity to say, hey, like, please don't waste my time. Like, you run a business, you don't like when people waste your time. Please don't waste mine. So I was like, are you serious? I don't want to waste time. Just very honest and upfront. I was like, yeah, let's do it 12 tomorrow. Okay, cool. So I sent him like homework videos, and that's another video in itself, like what to send your clients. And I was like, be the same Zoom link, speak tomorrow, be on your laptop so I can show you the demo. Okay, so the reason for them to join a call, you want to show them something like a demo, a walkthrough, a tutorial of how to do something or how you're going to do it for them. So I sent them like a generic one. And then on the call, I explain it like how it tailored to their business. There's more reason to show up. Okay, so this is all the details. He showed up on the call eventually. And then yeah, he wasn't able to move forward, but that's okay. So we rescheduled it when he was able to move forward. So I didn't close this guy, but we still got a call this week. So far, just from like literally like $300 or $400 spend, like 2 calls booked, 1 closed. So it's very, very lucrative, especially if you know how to close. What you want to do as well is use Claude. So all the DMs you're getting, is use Claude. You put it into projects, okay, and then you literally put all your scripts here, okay, and then you can ask the Claude, okay, based on like what the person said, like what do you think I should say? So you can even use Claude to help you message if you're not sure, but the best thing is to just document like book calls and non-booked calls, put it all in Claude as a PDF, literally copy paste, and then Claude will tell you like, hey, this is what works, this is what doesn't. So this is like a little cheat code that you should use, okay? And then you should always want to schedule 2 days in advance. If you do anything more, they're less likely to show. So you always want to do 2 days in advance. Okay. Before you schedule, you want to ask them smart questions. Okay. So I don't want to make this video super long, but you want to ask questions about their business, like how much they make, all that stuff, like what's the biggest challenge, all that stuff. So this one is just dedicated to like actually how to get those clients. Okay. And then funding, if you want to help with funding, join my group for $50 a month on Skool, and I can help you answer specific questions to your business. So if you want funding, I can get you on funding. If you've got a business, it depends like on you. I can't promise like it will work for everybody, but this is such a cheat code because they pay $300 a month or $400 a month, and you get 5K up front. Okay, there are fees, so you'll get. There's quite a lot of fees actually, so you'll get 3.8K up front. It's still good because they only pay $300 a month. Or if you charge more, let's say you charge 6K up front, they will pay like maybe $400 a month, and you get like 4.8 up front. So I can help you with that. And then, yeah, let me know what questions you have. Go from there.